bam, it's your boy Bayside Star. So right now I'm just gonna show y'all how I got my scheme fit to be 100%. Right now I'm in a connected franchise mode with 31 other users. Our league is set to begin tonight, August 11th at 8 p.m. We'll be going into the, simming through the preseason and stages, and then kicking off tonight. We sim 48 hours, but basically this is how I got my my team to get the XP bonuses for scheme fits. And just want to show y'all right now what I'm running. On offense, I'm running a vertical zone run, and on defense, I'm running the disguise 3-4. There are a couple of ways to go about obtaining that 100% scheme fit. What I like to do, obviously, I suggest you running the schemes that you like, but in order to get started, to not lose XP points, what I normally do is I run a 4-6. Just because it's so easy to match. You see on the right side, most of the archetypes are all run stoppers, run stop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the archetypes are run stoppers. You need a power rusher, a man-to-man, a zone, and a hybrid. So I would fill up all these first with the personnel, and it would help me build up my those points, those skill points, and then I would change it to the scheme that I want, and then build those players by giving those players the skills at the given positions. For offense as well, I'm running the vertical zone run. Defense, I'm running a 4-6. But let me just show you how I got it to be 100. Oh, no, I'm not running a 4-6. I'm running a 3-4 disguise. So you gotta realize when you're doing this, you're trying to get the most out of your XP. So keep in mind, like, this is, for example, my roster. Okay, but keep my depth chart's gonna look a little odd to you guys. I mean, that's okay, because, for example, see, Jarrett Stidham, he fits the strong arm that I need. Brady doesn't. Does that mean I'm gonna play with Stiddy instead of Brady? No, I'm not. But when it comes to the training, when I do my weekly trainings, I do put Stidham at first in the depth chart because he fits the criteria. I realize putting Brady here, because Brady's so much better than him, and he's not a scheme fit, the fact that he's on the depth chart, it kind of messes with the, I don't know, whatever system they're using, the calculations, it throws it off. So it won't give me the scheme fit if Brady's on here, because he's not in the scheme. Even if he's the third string quarterback, it won't work. So I had to move him off of my depth chart completely, and I put Jarrett Stidham there. So again, I'm not going to play with Stidham, but in order to get the 100% scheme fit, that's what I had to do. And besides, this is my franchise mode. I'm not building Brady up anymore. I'm going to spend my time building other players. I'm actually trying to trade him. Next, my running back, you see their scheme fits. There's an elusive running back. I didn't have to change up too much, but sometimes what you'll have to do is you'll have to change the. It's probably better if I go to the roster. Sometimes what you'll have to do is you'll have to change their positioning in the depth chart to help you reach that 100% scheme fit at any given position. Okay, so bang, these guys all fit, except for Damian Harris. For some strange reason, he's a power back, but we'll get him there. We'll get him to the elusive back. We'll build him up, and then he can start to eat and get those extra XP, because it's a long haul, man. Wide receivers. Now this had to be a little wonky. If you notice here, I only have 2 wide receivers that are true fits for this scheme. Edelman does not fit truly. He's a deep threat, and he's a slot receiver, not a deep threat. But I don't know why it lets it go through. It's because I mess around with the depth. Yeah, it's the team here. We really haven't started the season. One thing, if you notice, I don't know if you're a Pats fan, but I moved Isaiah Wynn to guard. I don't know, at 6'2", I just figured he got those shorter arms, he's just a little smaller. And I put Joe Tooney at tackle. He's 6'5", and he's a better tackle. And he's a pass blocker, whereas Isaiah Wynn is more agile. Really, again, didn't change too much up. We also get 2 superstar traits in this league. So I was debating who did I want to give it to. Um, I was thinking about just building up Jerry City, but I'm like, I don't want to be committed to him. I didn't want to give it to Sony Michel because he's already a star development. So is James White. I didn't want to overkill, get a superstar. Damian Harris, no. Wide receivers, I wanted to give it to N'Keal Harry. That would make sense to give him the superstar trait, but I'm thinking about the team. N'Keal Harry already has the star development trait, and while that's not superstar, it's good enough. I would rather have one superstar and a star than for me to just upgrade N'Keal Harry from a star to a superstar development trait, and I wouldn't have that star. I wouldn't be able to apply that to someone else. So what I end up doing is I end up putting it at Philip Dorsett, giving him that superstar development trait. I'll be playing this Madden for about, I assume we play for about 5 seasons or so. That'll give me an opportunity to really get, Dorsett. He'll be with the team for the duration of our campaign. Tight end here, I'm actually working a trade right now with the Titans. And I know you guys can let me know, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think about the trade. The trade is Jonnu Smith, who is actually a star development trait. I'm thinking obviously getting a replacement for Gronk. Why? Look at his speed, acceleration. He's got good strength. And I can build up his run blocking. It's 61 build-upable, if that's a word. It's, you know what I'm saying? And who was I going to trade for that? This guy wanted to trade Jonnu Smith for Jonathan Jones. Yep, Jonnu Smith for Jonathan Jones. Damn. I was actually going to get Jonnu Smith a 3rd and a 4th for Jonathan Jones. But I mean, I know Jonathan Jones doesn't have that superstar development trait. He's only a normal. His man-to-man is not the best, but at 95 speed, 95 acceleration, I just know how important speed is in Madden. I don't know if I should make that trade or not. I'd be more comfortable trading maybe Juwan Williams in a 2nd for Jonnu Smith, or maybe Keon Crossan in a 2nd, or maybe Keon Crossan, Duke Dawson, and a 2nd for Jonnu. Let's see how the Titans are looking at safety. Yeah, I mean, why not? Monty Hooker's looking good though. It's crazy to say he's looking good and he's a 68 overall, but So again, this is just a lot of trial and error, man. Just a lot of trial and error. My depth chart, again, it looks a little out of whack because I'm trying to get the XP bonuses from the players being at the players that having the right archetypes at the right position. So look, we got Brandon King here, Terrence Smith, 56. In reality, this is going to be Juwan Bentley is who I'm building up. But I'm going to be building up Juwan Bentley, and I'm going to be playing Jamie Collins in the middle, and maybe even Landon Roberts. But these guys up top fit the scheme, so I need them. Another thing I would say is, like, sometimes you got to go to the free agency to... Actually, you know what? Let me wrap this up. It's been about 9 minutes. I'll organize some things that we can talk about in more greater detail next time. But it's your boy Sweez, and we out.